This is day 42 of building GhostBoss in public. Well, today was kind of annoying. I really thought this was going to be the day we finally closed out this part of the database migration and even finished it. And this is now day 4 of working on the portion of the project called Slice 8 Gate 3 Bravo, which I originally thought was going to be one of the final validation steps. I worked on it this afternoon, but I had to step away to do some client work and then came back to it tonight. At almost 3 a.m., I eventually just ran out of hours, but still made some progress. For the last 4 days, I've been comparing the old Google Sheets version of GhostBoss against the new Postgres version. And the goal is simple. Before Postgres takes over, I just wanted to prove that both systems represent the same real business information. Not that they look identical, that they actually mean the same thing. And that distinction has mattered a lot. At one point, we had about 54 differences in the execution history, which sounds kind of bad. But as we dug into them, most weren't missing data at all. Some were just the old system and the new system describing the same event differently. So we kept improving the comparison process. We found real missing history and moved it over. We also found places where the comparison tool was matching the wrong events altogether, and we fixed those. We also added more tests to make sure we weren't just making the comparisons easier to pass. And now the testing is stronger than it's ever been. So tonight we were finally ready to answer the big question. Did all of those fixes take those 54 differences down to just the few real issues we already knew about? And then the old Google Sheets system just stopped cooperating. Out of the 5 test founders, only 2 loaded correctly. 2 came back with errors and 1 timed out completely. So we didn't run the final comparison, and that was intentional. I'd rather stop with no answer than force a result using incomplete data. So that's basically what this whole migration has been about, figuring out whether something is a real problem or just noise from the old system. Tomorrow, we have one very specific job. Figure out why all 5 founder records aren't loading reliably from the old system. Once that's fixed, we rerun the comparison and the goal is still the same. So 35 comparisons, 0 unexpected differences, and then the gate 3 Bravo is finally done. 4 days on this one gate. I really thought we'd finish it today, but we didn't. We're not starting over tomorrow from the beginning, so we know exactly what's blocking us. And so that's still progress. And as annoying as this has been, I'm glad we're figuring all of this out now. GhostBoss doesn't have any real founders depending on it yet. So imagine discovering all of these little edge cases after hundreds or thousands of founders were already using the platform daily. This would have been a much bigger and much riskier cleanup project. So even though this migration has taken longer than I wanted, taking time now is giving GhostBoss a much stronger foundation for beta and whatever comes after it. Execution over motivation. See you tomorrow.